Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining today. Today's fly is a really good fish catcher. It says in the title of the video, it'll catch fish on any still water. It's versatile, it's an unweighted fly, and it's best used on all different types of lines, from floating lines down to deep sinking lines. The hook I've got in the vise is size 12. It's full mill heavyweight champ. The thread I'm going to use today is black, and it's 75 12 or so. We'll go through the materials as we start tying. So we'll tie on, start behind the eye, a few wraps. And then we'll go down towards the bend. Doesn't have to be touching turns because we're just putting a base down, and then back up again. Now, what I'm going to use to tie on the top of the shank here is a bit of pearl crinkle flash. I'm using this for a small target underneath the main body of the fly. So I've got a couple of bits which I've cut off here. I'm going to tie in on the top and then fold it over, so it basically gives you 4 strands towards the back. Now this is going to be the hot spot underneath the tail of the fly, but it's also going to help stop the tail wrapping around the bend of the hook. So this is the trigger point. We're going to keep this short, cut it there like that, so you've got to come down the back. Now the body of the fly, it's a rabbit, black rabbit, fine outer strip. Now what I do with this is, when it comes out of the packet, I make sure it's nice and warm, and then you can actually, if you pull, if you stretch it out before you start cutting your bit off, it thins the actual hide of the rabbit. It makes it nice and supple before you start cutting your bit off. So I've got a bit cut off here, which is going to be the body of the fly. It's not too long. What I'm going to do is I've cut a little taper just into the back end. I don't know if you can see that, into a point, and then that there, the point bit, is going to go just beyond the hot spot, so about there when it's tied in. So we'll go along, go at the back. I'm going to tie our body in here. So we've got to split the rabbit fur where we want it tied in. So we'll see where we want to be. It's easier something like if you wet this, because the rabbit fur goes everywhere. So we want it about there. So I'm going to wet this front end, keep it away, and then just tie in onto the top of the shank, about there. Loose turns, and then pull it up, and then to the front. Not it tied in. Brush that back. Now the body, the underbody of the fly, is going to be this holographic. It says olive on there, but to be honest, it's a nice chartreuse colour, so we're going to use that for the underbody. So I've got a bit cut off here which we'll tie in. Gives a lovely colour underneath. So we'll tie it in here, back towards the rabbit bit, and then along to the front, and then we'll create our body, wrapping the holographic around. take it round all the way to the front. And then tie it off. Now you can either varnish that or put a little bit of UV on. Put a little bit of UV on because it's obviously quicker than waiting for the varnish to dry for the video. So we'll stick a little just to make the body durable when it gets bitten. And believe you me, it will get bitten. So we'll hit that with a UV. The straggler hairs there, chop them off, and then we'll get our rabbit, pull it to the front. And this might look like a biggish fly on the video, but it's not really. Probably about, maybe, I don't know, 1.5 inches long at most. So what we're going to do now is tie our body onto the front, like so. Just check it's sitting alright. One around there. Chop that off, and then start to create the head. So once you've created your head, just tie it off. You can, if you want to make it more fancy, which I do on some of mine, you can actually put a goose by it in as a trigger point along the sides, or if you got jungle cock, it's nice with a jungle cock in. But to be fair, I don't think the fish mind too much. You catch a lot on this basic one. So if you just start and tie and use the basic one, and that in the water looks absolutely lovely. Like you see, you must fish it on different lines. And get the depth. The depth's critical, so put a bit of varnish on there to finish it off. Bit of varnish on the head. And then clear the eye. And there you have it. Lovely little black rabbit lure. Now get some tied up. You'll catch plenty of fish on it. If you like it, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and check out my other flies and fishing videos. Thanks very much. Cheers now.